Hello, my YouTube subscribers. I stagger my videos, so you're going to watch this video a couple days after watching the Reezy Cup review, but I'm recording it right after. Today I'm going to be reviewing Shark Juice, the Red Dragon. Now I think this is going to be a cinnamon menthol flavor. It's got a nice coloration to it. It's a little bit foggy, the liquid is, and it kind of has like a little line in here that I think might be the cinnamon rising up to it. I'm going to give it a shake, and Fire and Ice from S&G tends to have the cinnamon separate from the rest of the liquid because of it's an oil, it's a natural oil, and then the wicks kind of take advantage of that, and the cinnamon comes first sometimes. So when it sits in my tank for a while, the cinnamon is on top, and I think this is going to be like Fire and Ice. I'm not 100% sure on that, but let's go ahead and find out. Now, I cleaned out my tank again with just some water, and that's always done me pretty good. Come on. What the heck? This nipple is on there really tight all of a sudden. Oh, you know what? I haven't done the sniff test. Let's do the sniff test out of the bottle. See how that is. Oh boy, yeah, it's got a nice cinnamony flavor to it. Oh, it's got a nice cinnamon scent to it. Yeah, it smells like cinnamon Red Hots. It smells like the Red Hot candies, the little tiny ones. It smells a lot like that. It's a terrible choice of these nipples, in my opinion. They're soft and they don't come out really well. So, there's the old AGA T2. Now, the 18650 in here is going to be a pretty new 18650. It is, it's been off the charger, I would say, for maybe 40 minutes now. Not very long. And, boy, look at the density of this liquid. Oh, boy. It's got a nice coloration to it. I like the pink coloration to it. I bet that comes from the cinnamon flavor. I guess they decided not to use like a cinnamon oil or something. Or maybe they used maybe they did, but maybe they used some Red Hot candy flavors to it also, which kind of gives it a reddish pink coloration. Yeah, I think you can see that. Well, this is very dense. This is very dense. Very dense. There we go. Let's go ahead and fill this up. Oh boy, that is really dense. Compared to all the other fluids, that is really dense. And as usually happens when I just clean the tank out with some water, there's going to be a little bit of residue of the last flavor that was in there. So there's going to be a little bit of Reezy Cup on top. And you can kind of see it right there. Not too much, but I want to vape that off before I give you my initial impression. I'm trying to get rid of that. So I like this fluid. It's weird looking, kind of. Right away I'm getting met with a big blast of menthol. Yeah, that's what I thought this would be. It is it's a very cooling cinnamony flavor. There's my taste of Reezy Cup that's left in there. This doesn't seem to have as much of a hot spiciness to it as a Fire and Ice. It's really comparable to Fire and Ice, I think, except that it's not so hot. Not spicy hot. It's also probably not so mentally, but it seems to be like a mix of scorpion, the menthol and the scorpion, and a cinnamon, excuse me, a cinnamon candy. So it's good. It's good. I like it. It's really good. I like it. I like the menthol. I really like menthol flavors. I really, really do. Now, I'd have to compare this to S&G Fire and Ice because they're similar flavors. They're going after kind of a similar design. One more vape on it because I honestly am enjoying this right now. It's really good. It's different. It's different than Fire and Ice, though. It really is. There's more of a cinnamon candy flavor. You know those little tiny Red Hots, the little circle ones. But it's not. It's not like a hot cinnamon. But it's got kind of that cinnamon candy flavor to it. I don't think that's bad in any way. It's a different flavor. I like the touch of menthol in it too. It's quite mentally like the Scorpion was. It's really cooling, but it I don't know. It seems to be just a little bit lighter. I don't think that's problematic either. I just think it's a different type of that cinnamon and menthol flavor. I think this is good, but it doesn't do what Fire and Ice does, which is provides that hot cinnamon flavor, and then you get that cooling menthol sensation, which is I really enjoy that. I really enjoy this too. Let me take another vape on it. Honestly, I enjoy it. Shit, my battery died. My battery died while I was taking that vape. So the Red Dragon's been sitting on my desk for a little bit. I've been vaping it. I had to charge my camera, and like I was explaining in the video cut before, the cinnamon separates a little bit, and you can kind of see that separation right now. I don't know if... Gosh, I would hope the light could show it to you. Where it's kind of milkier on the bottom, and then it's more transparent on top. And then on the very, very top, there is this layer of oil. And that's the cinnamon oil. So I don't know if there's a warning about the Red Dragon being used in plastic tanks. Being that it's a cinnamon flavor, I would suspect that you should not use this in a plastic tank. Cinnamon oils, natural oils, and citric acids will destroy your plastic tanks. So I can't recommend this to anybody who has a plastic tank, any type of atomizer or any type of tank that's plastic. This is a glass. I think this is quartz actually, or a Pyrex. I'm not sure. So in this state, now I've been vaping on it on and off while the camera was charging. In this state, the cinnamon's going to rise to the surface more. It's at the surface, so it's going to wick first. And here the cinnamon is a lot spicier. There's that hot cinnamon portion of it, but I would say, because I have to compare this to S&G Fire and Ice. I guess I don't have to, but I feel kind of obligated to because they're really, really similar in what they do. I don't think this has the type of hot cinnamon flavor that Fire and Ice does. And, I think that's honestly okay. If you can't handle that cinnamon hotness that Fire and Ice has, which sometimes I can't, especially when it starts to separate like this and I get just that pure cinnamon oil and it's just like really, really hot, and all I want is the menthol flavor to come up, but it doesn't, so I'm just vaping on pure hot cinnamon oil. This is probably a good second choice. This is already something I could vape all day. I'm a big fan of menthol flavors, and I really like this. It's not, I want to say it's not as strong as Fire and Ice, though. If you're already a fan of Fire and Ice, this just isn't as strong. Neither in the hot cinnamon department, nor in the cool menthol department. But I don't think that's bad. I don't. I think it's great to have a second juice out there, or a eliquid. I hate saying the word juice when talking about eliquids out there that does the exact same thing. And I already love this flavor, and I would recommend it. Unless you have a plastic tank, I would say don't get it if you have a plastic tank. Only get it if you have a glass tank. But this is what I'm going to be vaping on for the next couple of days until I pull out black ice, and then we do that, which is supposed to be a honey and wood. And I really wanted this flavor because I'm a big fan of honey flavors, so I got high hopes that that's going to be a good flavor. In the meantime, I want to do one more vape of this Red Dragon. Really, really good. Really good. And I always think menthol e-liquids vape better because the cooling menthol kind of opens your lungs up and causes you to draw more vapor in. Highly recommend. For a shark juice from the Vapor Company, I would give this 5 stars. I love the blend of cinnamon and menthol. So if you like this video, go ahead and click like. Feel free to leave me a comment. I appreciate all of your comments, I really do, and I do try to respond to all of my commenters. If you haven't clicked subscribe, go ahead and click subscribe now, and I'll be doing more reviews in the future. Until next video, bye.